Hi everybody. Thank you for tuning in. The camera's on this side for this video, so I don't know if everyone can see everything properly. But guys, in this video, we're going to be exploring the future. What do the scriptures have for the future of the Ark of the Covenant? There is some stuff to study. Now we know. Of course, everything will be in the description box below if anyone's interested in searching out this topic. It's very interesting. I'm not saying I can find an answer, but there's some things to talk about that we could speculate that are quite amazing. Number one, let's avert our attention to the article written, a confirmation of Wyatt's discovery of the Ark of the Covenant is confirmed in the lives of the prophets. Okay, I wrote about this. We have an actual picture. This is the real Ark of the Covenant. So all this stuff is on the website. It'll be linked below. Now, prophetically speaking, the only mention of the Ark in our Bibles is in Revelation 11:19. Then the temple of God was opened in heaven, and the ark of his covenant was seen in his temple. And there were lightnings, noises, thunderings, earthquake, and great hail. So I don't have an answer, but anyway. So that's something to keep on the shelf here. Now, here we are in the book of the lives of the prophets. And in the life of Jeremiah, we literally have a prophecy of the Ark of the Covenant. And we know we should take this seriously because this reveals where the Ark was hid. And we have this confirmed. It's exactly where what was written in the lives of the prophets. Wyatt found the Ark where? At Golgotha, which is between the place where Moses and Aaron were buried. Okay? And that's certainly by no coincidence. So we should be taking this text seriously. Okay? So there are some connections here that are quite amazing. So to study, I'm not saying we're going to have the answer, but it's pretty important. Of course, God has a plan for the Ark of the Covenant for the last days and for the kingdom. So let's find out what that plan is, because the only thing our Bibles say about this is in Revelation 11:19, which doesn't give us much clues. But this text gives us astounding clue. And this also leads us into what God's plan might be for Mount Sinai. Okay, here's a photo of here is the actual Mount Sinai. As you can see on our biblical site map, Google Earth, it's still burnt just as recorded in Exodus, okay? It's still blackened exactly as depicted in the Bible. This is the real Mount Sinai that Moses went up and received the Ten Commandments on, okay? Alright, so let's go and we're going to check out all these cross references. We're going to be going to the book of Enoch and even into the Odes of Solomon. This is where this text is taking us. So it's pretty amazing. This is something that should be studied and taken seriously. So here we go. The prophecy starts in verse 9 in the life of Jeremiah. Okay. This prophet, before the destruction of the temple, took possession of the ark of the law and the things within it, and caused them to be swallowed up in a rocky cliff. Alright? Where did Wyatt find the Ark of the Covenant? In the rocky cliff, okay? And he said to those who were present, the Lord departed from Sinai into heaven, and he will again come with might, okay? This is a prophecy for the last days. The Lord departed from Sinai into heaven, and he will again come with might. And this shall be for you the sign of his appearance, when all Gentiles shall worship a piece of wood, which means all Gentiles shall worship the cross. Is that prophesied in our Bibles? Absolutely. That's the entire purpose of the kingdom in the last days, is for the Gentiles to come into the kingdom right? The book of Hosea. Okay, that's exactly what the book of Hosea is about. It's the entire purpose of Messiah was to make a people who were not Yahuwah's people to become Yahuwah's people. So let's read this line again. The Lord departed from Sinai into heaven. Okay, that happened in the book of Exodus. And he will again come with might, and this shall be for you the sign of his appearance when all the Gentiles worship the cross. Now this takes us into the book of Enoch. Alright, Enoch chapter 1. Okay? The Holy Great One will come forth from his dwelling, and the eternal God will tread upon the earth, even Mount Sinai, and appear from his camp, and appear in the strength of his might from the heavens of heavens. Okay, I'll leave this in the description box below. We can continue reading because it obviously has relevance. So we're seeing the validity of this prophecy already in Scripture. This is a real prophecy. Very amazing. Okay? Let's continue reading the prophecy. He also said, no one shall bring forth this ark but Aaron. So this is a plan for the ark for the last days. No one shall bring forth this ark but Aaron, and the tables within it. No one of the priest or prophet shall unfold but Moses, the elect of God. Okay? So no one shall bring forth this ark but Aaron, and the tables within it. No one of the priest or prophet shall unfold but Moses, the elect of God. So this is the last days prophecy. Yes, Ron Wyatt found the original tablets of the Ten Commandments in the ark. Okay? If you want to see this stuff, it's all on the article, guys. All the videos, it's all there. Okay? And it's worth watching. So this is prophetically speaking the second coming of Aaron. We know Aaron is a shadow of Messiah, right? Moses is a shadow of like the righteous one, and Aaron is a shadow of Messiah. So during the Red Sea crossing, Aaron had to hold up Moses' hand, right? Aaron was the one that could speak. Moses couldn't speak, okay? So the two of them together are representation of Messiah in the last days. So no one shall bring forth this ark but Aaron. So it's probably Christ in the second coming shall bring forth this ark. And that'll take us likely into the realms of Revelation 11:19. And the tablets within it, no one of the priests or prophets shall unfold, but Moses, the elect of God. So this is the second coming of Moses, which is prophesied in our Bibles. Okay, so let's continue reading. Okay. Give me 1 minute. Let me meditate. And the tables within it, no one of the priests or prophets shall unfold. So Moses, the second coming of Moses, is called to unfold these tablets. So what this prophecy is saying, the way I read it, this is open for interpretation, is the actual ark will not be brought forth only by Christ himself. This is the way I'm reading it. Okay, now Moses is supposed to come before Christ. Okay, and Moses and Elijah are supposed to come before Christ. They could be the same person. Okay, they could be two people coming. We don't really know. It's a mystery, but they could also be the same person. And the tablets within it, no one of the priests or prophets shall unfold, but Moses, the elect of God. Okay, and in the resurrection, the ark will rise first and come forth from the rock. Okay, this is where the ark was found. We've established this. I'm in Golgotha, so this thing is perfectly correct. And in the resurrection, the ark will rise first. Wow. And will be placed on Mount Sinai. And we're assuming this is the actual Mount Sinai. and it will be placed on Mount Sinai, and all the saints will be assembled to it there, awaiting the Lord and fleeing from the enemy wishing to destroy them. This is a mystery for me. I don't know. I don't have the answers. I'm just pointing this stuff out. Now, check this out, guys. It gets even deeper, okay? He sealed in the rock with his finger the name of God, and the writing was as though carved with iron. Okay, this takes us into the Odes of Solomon, Ode 23. Let's check it out. And I recommend reading it in its entirety. It's really about the judgment of God, the Ezekiel's wheel, the overturning of the government, etc. But its closing verses, just to get to the point of Ode 23 of the Odes of Solomon, it talks about the letter of God. Okay? And the letter was a great volume, which was wholly written by the finger of God, and the name of the Father was on it, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, to rule forever and ever. Hallelujah. Let's revisit this prophecy. He sealed it in the rock with his finger, the name of God, and the writing was as though carved with iron. It's exactly what the Odes of Solomon 23 is talking about. Amazing. Now this is kind of a mystery. A cloud then covered the name, and no one knows the place, nor can the writing be read to the present day, and even to the end. Okay, so we're talking about past and what is our present day now. And to understand this, this kind of confirms Wyatt's visitation with the angel when he discovered the ark. An angel visited him down there. The rock, and the angel said to him, the ark isn't to be revealed until the Great Tribulation, until the government passes a law that forces us to break God's 10 Commandments. That's when the ark is going to be revealed in the public, and that's what the prophecy says. And so, is this running in line with it? Yes. Let's look. No one shall bring forth this ark but Aaron. So, this is open for interpretation. And the tablets within it, no one of the priests shall unfold but Moses, the elect of God. When are we expecting Moses and or Elijah to come? During the Great Tribulation. I know for sure, because Elijah and Moses could be the same person, but Elijah is called to warn people about the Antichrist, okay? And to restore all things with the people that he raises up and with the people that follow him. So we may not have the full interpretation of, but we could see all this stuff is perfectly aligned, even with Wyatt's testimony of his personal prophecies of what happened when he found the Ark of the Covenant, which is again in the videos on the website. So wow, and I want to show you a theory before we close out. Okay, the rock is in the wilderness where the ark was at first, between the two mountains on which Moses and Aaron are buried. Okay, confirmed. That already happened. Okay, right on the website we could see that. And by night there is a cloud as if it were a fire, according to the primal ordinance, that the glory of God should never cease from his law. Okay? 10 Commandments are forever, guys. Now here is my theory on this last line. And God, we have to think things might get lost in translation. Okay, this is originally a Greek text translated into English. So this could have been originally written in Hebrew or Armenian or something like that. There is an older Armenian version of this text. But let's check it out. This is what I want to propose. And God gave to Jeremiah the favor of completing this wonder, which in historical context he did. We read about this in 2 Maccabees chapter 2, I believe. Okay, Jeremiah hid the Ark of the Covenant. But I believe this could also be a prophecy. Now hear this out. And God and God gave to Jeremiah the favor of completing this wonder, so that he might be the associate of Moses and they are together to this day. All right. Jeremiah and Moses lived at completely different times. They are together. They could be together in heaven, in paradise with Christ right now. That is biblical. That is perfectly logical. But could this be a future prophecy of the resurrection? Well, the prophecies tell us when before Moses arises, the way I understand the prophecies, there has to be a judgment of God. When Moses, he will raise up Moses, or however that will work, there has to be, we will have a visitation. And during those visitations, during that visitation, there will likely be a resurrection, a first fruits resurrection. Okay? So we should expect, the Messiah to be the first to resurrected. Okay? Because that's how Jesus was the first to be resurrected, and that was shown as an example. And after that, there was like a first fruits harvest, which the Odes of Solomon 23 cover. The opening verses of the Odes of Solomon 23 we can discern as a first fruits harvest. So, what I'm proposing here, could Ron Wyatt be resurrected when Moses is risen? Right? Could Ron Wyatt be Jeremiah and in the last days be an associate of Moses? And Moses and Elijah could be the same person in the last days. We don't really know. It's a mystery. But what is Elijah called to do? Restore all things. Would it make sense for Ron Wyatt to be resurrected, to be Moses' associate, to restore all things? It makes sense. So it's possible. It's possible because in order for Moses and Elijah to arise, we should be expecting a first fruits type of resurrection by the time that happens. So that's something I wanted to propose. Very interesting, and it does make sense. So wow. So that's all. That's all I want to say is wow. I'm gonna leave all this stuff in the description box below, guys. Okay. So enjoy. Something to study, guys. Okay. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you. This is something really worth studying and pondering. God bless you. Thank you.